This is a true life story that happened not too long ago in a quiet village called Obanagu. It is the story of a young girl who thought she was walking into a life of wealth, but ended up learning that gold can shine and still be cold. Her name was Chadma, only 18 years old, beautiful, innocent, and full of dreams. Her father was a poor farmer and her mother, Mama Yu, sold pepper and vegetables at the village market. Chadma often told her mother, "Mama, one day I'll go to the city, learn tailoring, and build you a shop." But Mama Yu would shake her head and say, "My daughter, dreams are good, but hunger listens only to money. You need a man who can take care of us." One day, during a burial ceremony, Chief Okafor, one of the wealthiest men in the area, noticed Chadma. He was a big man, respected, feared, and rich. He had cars, houses, and several wives already, but his eyes still wandered. Soon people began to whisper, "Chief wants to marry Chadma." He sent gifts to her home, bags of rice, wrappers, and 100,000 in cash. Mama Yu's eyes brightened like morning fire. She told her daughter, "You are lucky, my child. Do you know how many girls would wish for this? You'll wear lace, drive cars, and your brothers will never go hungry again." Chadma protested softly, "Mama, I don't love him. He's old enough to be my father." But her mother's voice was firm. "Love will come later. Marry him first." And so, before she truly understood what marriage meant, Chadma became Chief Okafor's fifth wife. At first, life looked sweet. The chief's mansion was full of servants, and Chadma wore gold and perfume that smelled of luxury. She posted pictures online, new clothes, new shoes, and her friends envied her. She told herself, maybe Mama was right. But soon the shine began to fade. Chief hardly spoke to her. He only called her when he wanted to show off his young wife to visitors. He never gave her money directly. Everything passed through his senior wife, who treated her like a servant. If Chadma complained, Mama Yu would say, "Be patient. Marriage is not sweet every day. Endure for the sake of the family." But one evening, as she served drinks during a gathering, she heard the chief laughing with his friend. The man said, "Chief, this your new wife is fino." And Chief replied, "Ah, she's just a small girl. I married her to prove I still have power." Those words sank into her heart like poison. From that day, she saw the truth. The man she called husband didn't love her. She was just another trophy in his house. Days turned into weeks. Chief stopped visiting her room. The older wives mocked her openly. Her mother still warned her not to return home, saying, "Don't bring shame to this family. You have to stay there." But one night, Chadma cried until her eyes swelled. She looked around her room full of fine things that weren't hers and whispered, "I may have gold, but I have no peace." At dawn, she packed a small bag, left the jewelry behind, and walked out through the gate. When she reached home, her mother shouted in shock, "Have you lost your mind? You left a rich man's house." Chadma knelt down and said through her tears, "Mama, I was dying slowly in that house. I'd rather eat gari in peace than eat meat in fear." For weeks, her mother refused to speak to her. People gossiped, saying she was foolish. But little by little, Chadma began to rebuild her life. She started working at a tailoring shop, saved money, and refused to give up. Years later, Chadma had become one of the best tailors in the area. She opened her own shop called Peace and Thread Fashion House. Her designs became popular. Even chiefs' wives sent their maids to buy from her. Her mother, older now and full of regret, often sat quietly in the shop. One day she said softly, "My daughter, forgive me. I thought I was saving you, but you were the one who saved me. You taught me that peace is wealth." This is a true life story, not a rumor, not a tale, a story of many young girls who are pushed into marriage by poverty and pressure. Chadma learned that a mansion without love is emptier than a hut with laughter. She learned that money can buy a bed, but not sleep. Jewelry can shine, but not make a heart happy. So whenever she spoke to young girls in her church or workshop, she always said, "Don't let anyone sell your future for comfort. Marriage is not a prize for suffering. If love is not there, wealth will feel like chains." Chadma smiled and held her mother's hand. "Mama, we both learned. Life teaches through pain.